Question number 2. And this other person, I did a video about I don't support farmers being subsidized, but that is just my own opinion. Everyone has got it. And then someone came and said, no, 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 that is not it. I think farmers should be subsidized. So let's find out from the farmer himself, because I'm not a farmer. So should farmers be subsidized?
Like all subsidies, there's a time and place for them. The unfortunate thing is, in the farming community in the UK, and I'm sure this is the same worldwide, that what has happened is the farmers were subsidised, so they saw no value in what they produced because they didn't have to see a value in it. They knew they were being paid by the government anyway, so when they got paid and that was enough to live on, if they sold the vegetables for nothing, it didn't matter. Well, now what we're seeing, obviously, now the subsidies are drying up worldwide. The first thing they've got to do is then sell those to earn a profit. So suddenly they've gone from, let's say, a cabbage being worth 10 pence to a cabbage being worth £2. And that's what's causing the food inflation, what's going on, especially in Nigeria and in the UK, is because the produce what's been grown isn't no longer being subsidised. The ground isn't as good as it used to be, so it's growing a lot less food. So as a result of that, we've still got to feed the same amount of people. So the only way that happens is to force the price up, up, up and up. Okay. I personally think subsidies are a bad thing. But I don't think it's the way that any farmer should be growing. Now, as I say, flip side of that, the time and place. In the UK at present, we have special subsidies in place for farmers to grow wild bird seed, so flowers to produce bird seed to feed the wild birds. Do I think it's the answer? No, I don't think we should be doing it. It's taking up good agricultural land. However, if we are going to take land out of circulation for food, the farmer still needs paying. And that is one of the things where I would say, yes, you can use it in that environment. But overall, bad idea.
He further went to say that his own thoughts on subsidization or subsidy, whatever. Pardon me. This is my second language. Is the need for farmers to be able to buy harvesters, combine, tractors. So the subsidy they are getting from the government, is it for them to buy quick farming tractors and equipment?
Okay. I think the challenge is that the farmers who need that style of equipment are big agri farmers. I don't think that's the way which food should be produced. Unfortunately, the challenge we have in the UK and other parts of the world especially is that we're not producing food anymore. So what I mean by that is, in East Anglia where we live, for instance, we grow sugar beet, wheat, barley, oats, rape, and normally something like maize. None of those go for direct food. They all go to processing plants that make food made up of processed food. They're not growing vegetables, they're not producing meat. So for me, that style of farming is dead in the ground anyway and shouldn't be subsidized.
All right. So for that fellow who asked the question, you've heard directly from the farmer that he still do not think subsidy is the way forward. So thank you. We'll move next. This person said, how can I get rid of slug from my garden? Obviously, I think she's already growing something in her garden and she lives up in Manchester. So
okay, two things. One is, we found when we used the electroculture on our veg beds, we didn't get any slugs. So that definitely is a way to get rid of them. There's certain things you can do to eliminate them. Let's say, an example, on our walkways, we use wood chip. Slugs struggle to get across wood chip because it's so rough, so it keeps them away. And thirdly, if you've got concrete paths and you're in a garden and you've got vegetables growing around the outside, slugs would always get there. The quickest way is to get little plastic tubs or something like the top of an aerosol can and put them in the ground, level with the dirt, top of the dirt, fill it full of lager. They love the sweet smell. They fall in, they get drunk and die.
Wow. All right. So I think that works well. Whichever works well for you. If you've got concrete pad, like you said, go for filling it up with the lager and let them drink.